Hello guys, today we're gonna prepare some of a starting seed soil by using material. So I have some old container where some plants came. So it's enough spaces for some seeds. I'm planning to put some tomatoes, but right now we're gonna focus and prepare. So what I'm going to do next is gonna reuse one of the old soil that was here some plants but different than tomatoes. No tomato. Here wasn't tomato. So I don't want to use the same soil that tomato grew last year. So this was like some sort of flowers. Then I have another here that it was some flowers as well, and wow, it's completely dry. Okay, so next what I'm going to do it is collect some also of the compost that has been harvested like earlier, and it's more in there. But I have to say one thing that I noticed: this is almost a compressed version of the compost. Somehow made the way down, but it was so compressed that I keep pulling out. It keeps like growing and growing. I mean, like inside, doesn't smell anything, has a nice texture. It's just beautiful. This is a rewarding treasure that I'm seeing here for the plants. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Of course, there's more to be doing, but I really wanted to do this video today with mixing the soil for the garden and for starting your seeds. So let's get this doing by adding some of the soil that I'm going to mix. So as you guys can see, already have some presence of some roots. I try to go inside during the growing of the flowers. So I'm thinking some like opportunist roots. So let's take this out. There's some weight to it. So I'm gonna get a bunch of dense soil here. All right, there it is. Perfect. So I guess that will be enough for the project. And oh my gosh, you guys can see how these roots try to get into the buckets and take all the nutrients that we worked so hard for it. Or maybe Mother Nature did. Okay, this one will be separated. Next, I'm gonna use some of my favorite tools to start to collect some of the unwanted hard roots that are in this container. Then to prepare, wow, it's kind of clay. It's a mixture of we have some a free ending here. What is this? Oh, a sleeping worm. Make him awake. Sorry. Well, I can put him back in the top part of the composter. No problem. Gonna find some food in there. In the meantime, I'm gonna separate all these unwanted roots. And then when we do this, then after we consider that a good amount of roots have been moved and we have the soil fine enough to fit in their containers, then we will continue to mix with the compost, fresh compost that we just have it right now. And after that, what I'm going to do is put in those spaces that an old container, and then next I will probably pack nicely, and then I will try to disinfect. How I will do this? I will probably cover in a clear plastic clear plastic bag, and then I will let exposure to the sun, and then that will somehow will act like a baking the soil a little bit, so that way when I get the seeds going, they won't be exposed to the dumping off of suddenly dead of the sprouts. So that will hopefully reduce. And then I'm trying to do as much simple as possible, because when we do some type of gardening, we don't want to spend the tons of money. We're trying to use what we had available to us. So in that case, some of the buckets, some of the products, some of the soil, some of the tools, some of everything some you can get in yourselves. Some of the pots being like recycled from other pots. It's always a slowing process. I mean, if you really enjoy doing gardening as a hobby, you will find a way to see in some containers a potential to grow some seeds and some herbs and other stuff that is suitable for your agricultural zone. So here I'm blessed to have the Sun 7. I'm sure it is another zones where you guys have to find the best seeds and the best plants that will grow in your area if you're looking for perennials, annuals. But in my case, I know exactly what I like. Definitely, my family, we love tomatoes, and everything almost. So this is what every year somehow is like a staple. It's a staple in the house, and it's very important for us to keep the tomato garden going, no matter where we move, where we go, and also it is for me rewarding, let's call it the way, like a hobby and way to spend a positive time and connecting with Mother Nature. As I keep clearing the roots that have invaded and trying to take opportunity from the pot, seems like I'm already thinning enough the soil where will be a point where I can mix the compost. Oops, little technical, fell almost on my face, the phone. Okay, no problem. We continue doing this. I really like to show the world that it can be possible to do some preparation of the soil in one area in your yard, And it's also like, let's consider like a little workout as well. Well, it seems like now it's clear enough, right? Looks beautiful, very thin. I don't have to be purchasing new soil or nothing. It has, last year the flowers grew here, of course, whatever nutrients they depleted. Now we're gonna return with some of the compost. So looks like a good amount. I will try to eyeball 1/3 of compost, not too much. The reason is because this is our seed, so they don't need yet the super boost of nutrients until they get developed or they develop the strong roots. But right now, to get them started, just gonna put probably 1/3 of the quantity of soil that I have approximately. So all right, let's proceed doing this mixed, and then that will be it with this video. And for now, I'll see 1/3. All right, so come back. We have here the compost that I have from the composter. I show you in the other video how I harvest, how I did it. And I'm saying that I do this hobby gardening in a very conservancy of energy way, apparently, but because of the time. But here we're gonna mix. Look at this beautiful compost. Well, I will remove the bigger parts because I want them to be able, the soil to be able to fit in the tiny spaces that are in these containers. So I'm gonna also sort through maybe remaining stickers of some of the fruits that were added here when composting, maybe some of and then kind of like open it up here. Wow, look at this. Wow, you can see some eggshells in there, a little bit of eggshells. Okay, now we're gonna proceed to mix nicely. I love this tool. It's so easy to mix. I mean, it's just perfect. All right, seems like it's working. It's mixing nicely from the bottom up, little space, and then next, I think it is great. All right, so even if you see some big chunks of something that you like, you don't like, because it's gonna be difficult to add into the spaces in the container, so we can remove. Later on, won't be a problem because of we want those kind of bigger but not too big remnants of the composting process, because it might help in aeration. Right now it's just getting a head start. All right, so I think I mix enough, and I'm going to add in this container, then because I really want this going already, you know. And also remember, this is also not too wet. This is a little bit dry. So when I add a little bit of water, this will expand. And one of the properties of the compost, it is also retention of water. So I need to remember that myself, that it might expand a little bit in here. But if that's the case, I will be previously adding the seeds to it. I will precondition, like adding some water, and see actually what is gonna be the space. But I'm not there yet. So today we just the step number one, preparing some of the rejuvenating the soil that we have in the pots that previously we used it last year in the gardening season. I prefer like something that tomato didn't grow, because I don't want since it's so depleted of the nutrients that this year tomato season, I want it to be every year the best. Every year I want to somehow improve the yielding, in the sense that I need to figure out the best combination, the best pot, the best drainage, the best to every year, like have a good tomato. And you know, and also keeping this as a nice hobby. Hopefully my generation will appreciate some of the gardening activities. We will see. Anyways, I'm doing my part, trying to show here. All right, look how beautiful this looks. Okay, so let me see if I can. Look, a piece of art. So next, well, I'm gonna tap a little bit here to see every hole, every space is kind of as I need, because when the roots take over here, it will be easy to take them out to the permanent or growing space. All right, so I think I'm good. So I remove everything. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, next, I have this recyclable plastic from other stuff. So I'm gonna proceed to, I guess I'm gonna move over here because I can get a clear view. Let's go this way. All right, so we have this here. To proceed to add some of this, and then like I say, I don't want to take this out. I need to find the best way. All right, perfect. Look at this. Then the sunshine will do what it's supposed to be doing. It will disinfect any kind of precursor of dumping off anything that might infect our seeds. So for now, this is what I have here. I'm gonna park on this side. Is a spot where the sun gets the best during the day. And this is all from my video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.